Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate the support. Check it out. There has been a lot of conversation about the school shooting that happened here in Florida. And we've been doing a lot of videos and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But one of the questions, or one of the conversations that has been taking place is about the police officer that was standing outside, and obviously he didn't do nothing about it. And in fact, there's a lot of stuff coming up now about, you know, the radio recording and the position where he was, the video, the statements that he made, and there's a lot of things contradicting themselves. And it just overall, my opinion on that is that he pretty much decided that he wasn't going to do anything about it. He knew kids were being getting shot, people were getting killed, but he probably, in all opinion, he probably thought to himself that I'm about to retire and I'm not going to die over this. And he was, in my opinion, he was being selfish and a coward. And that's just how it is. Now, with that being said, I've been talking to a lot of people about this, and a lot of people tell me, oh, well, you know, you don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels. You know, people don't run into situations like that. And I want to say something that's completely untrue. People do run into situations like that. And in many cases, you know, I recently did a video about police officers not being coward and how a lot of police officers were disgusted by what happened. And a lot of police officers will actually do that. You know, a lot of police officers are like right now saying, how in the heck this happened? I would have ran in there and protect those children. Actually, the majority of police officers probably feel that way. Just a very, very small percentage feels different. So it's kind of unfair to say all cops are coward, because that's not the reality. The reality is that that guy did that. Our police officers do a fantastic job in many occasions, and I'm a big supporter of the police force here in my channel. But a lot of guys tell me, well, you don't know how it feels. And even some of the victims of the shooting, you know, one of the victims specifically, I'm not going to mention his name, he was justifying the police officer in order to pass gun control, which to me, that's just horrible. Really horrible, because when you talk about compromise, or when you're talking about things like that, oh, we need to compromise, or we need to do this for do that, you know, Matthews, I was reading one of his comments, he was saying, well, we got to get something in return, and we don't really get anything in return. What they really want is to take away our firearms, and that's it. But here's the deal. I was told, well, you don't know how to feel, and I completely disagree. I've been scared. I really been scared in my life at one point. I know how it is to be so scared to make the wrong decision. You know, I know what it is to be scared to lose a brother. You know, I know what it is to be scared to tell somebody to do something and could potentially, or at that point would have potentially caused him to die or something really bad, right? So I know what it is to be scared. You know, I remember when we got attacked multiple times. You know, our base got attacked at one point, almost overran by the enemy in Afghanistan. My convoy or our patrol got attacked multiple times with car bombs. We got attacked with IED strike. We got attacked with small arm attack. I mean, you name it, guys. You name it. You know, we could talk about this all day, and I know what it is to be scared. But the problem with that is that you cannot allow fear to take over. And when I come here into the community, you know, this is like real talk, guys. When I come here to the community, a lot of you guys talk a lot of crap. You know, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And somebody, you know, I do this. And the reality is that a majority of people here really don't know what they're talking about. And the reality is that the majority of people here are just talking nonsense, because you don't know how you're going to react when something like that happened. You really don't know how you're going to react. And a lot of people want to justify this guy because it was scared, because it was a scary situation. And I totally get it that it was scary, because I've been scared in my life in the past. But you cannot allow that fear to take control over it. Like, to me, it's okay to be scared about a situation, but you got to push forward. If you're scared about a situation and you allow that fear to control you, that's totally different. That's totally different. You know, you were being a coward. I mean, you can't really face a bad guy and not have some type of level, oh man, I'm scared that I either, not so much that I'm going to die, or my actions is going to result in something else. You know, like, for example, here in my house, I'm scared that in some kind of situation, home defense situation, I may shoot around and the round may hit my kid or may hit my neighbor. So I'm implementing ways to make sure that that doesn't happen, you know. So it's not so much like a scare, it's more like a worry in a way. But we got to remember, those things come from the devil. You know, the spirit, that fear spirit doesn't come from God. God has not given us that spirit or that feeling or that spirit. There we go. And it says it in the Bible. He has not given us that. That comes from the devil. So when I hear some of you guys saying, you know, here in real talk, right? When I hear some of you guys saying, well, you know what? He was scared and you don't know how it feels. I know how it feels. Many of you guys know how it feels to be in that type of situation. We know that. But you cannot let that fear of being scared control your life. You have to push forward. The same thing is going to apply to some of you concealed carriers out there. Some of you guys have faced situation. You may get up in the middle of the night and you may be scared. You know, I hear a bump. You know, my children are in this side of the house and you're going to get up and not necessarily be scared for your life, but you're going to be like, man, I'm scared that something's happening to my kids. I'm scared that I'm going to make the wrong decision. I'm scared that, you know, as I'm going to get my kids, my wife may get attacked. I may get that kind of scare feeling, but at the same time, that doesn't mean I'm going to allow that to control me. So in an example of that cop, he was scared. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to show up there and be scared that someone's going to die. Be scared that you're going to die. Be scared that something's happening. But it's not okay to allow that fear to stop you from doing the right thing. That's the point right there. That's not okay. So let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.